Hi, I'm Lonna Kelly, and this is Hudson Valley Art Speak. Thanks for tuning in today. We're going to be talking today to Joe Vaccaro, who is a photographer, and well, that's just the beginning of what he is. He's a very busy young man, and I'd like to welcome you today, Joe.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. So let's talk a little bit about your photography. Let's start there. I saw a lot of great images that you did shooting at night of light photography.
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about the that first couple of pictures? You said you actually collaborated with somebody from Australia on those?
Yes. Well, collaborations are something I've always wanted to do, but I waited until I hit about 1,000 followers. So once I did that, I met my friend from Australia, who is also a photographer. And we knew we had to collaborate, but didn't really know how. It's because we're in 2 different countries. So he sent me 2 pictures, one of just light and one of light in him. So I edited it so the light comes out even more, and I put myself in one picture so that in my feed it looks like the light connects us.
Right.
And the best part was that in my location I wrote New York, and in his I wrote Australia.
Right. Right. And do you do that in Photoshop?
I do, all in Photoshop.
All in Photoshop, yeah. And then what about, I noticed that there's a lot of the pictures, the images of light, but there's also people in them. So that you see in the background there might be a person. Are those also? Did you shoot it like that, or did you add the person later?
Most of those are all done just being shot. I don't really edit many pictures, except for just to bring out colors, but I rarely add things. So yeah, it's just all lighting with usually about 3 lights and some gel filters, add color, take away color. So it's all done right in the production scene.
Right, right. And what about, I told you I thought that you would taken pictures of sparklers.
Yeah.
What did you say?
That was one of my favorite series of posts. That was something called steel wool photography, where my partner and I took steel wool, we wrapped it in a metal whisk. We took that and attached it to a metal chain, and we lit the steel wool so that when I spun it and we turned up the shutter speed on the camera, it would make a shape. So in my feed, the shapes were 2 circles and then a 1 to celebrate my 100th post.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And what about the one where it almost looks like a fountain of light coming out?
Yes, that one was me spinning it above my head on top of a bridge that was going through Lake Carmel.
Okay.
So yeah, that was another great one. We planned to have me holding an umbrella, but we couldn't find an umbrella.
Well, it sounds like a lot of your stuff is planned, that you work on, kind of a scene.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's probably coming from my film background. A lot of shot sheets I use, which is not common for photography. So more planning than actual production is done. So a lot of planning, a lot of meticulous, finding out what time of day, what day, where to go. Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned film. You're also involved in filmmaking?
Yes, I have a short film which is in my Instagram bio, and I compete in film competitions. Last year I won regionals, then states, and then I flew to Kentucky to compete in nationals, which I placed top 10 in the nation.
That's great.
So yeah, I love filmmaking a lot, and photography has helped with just me learning how to set up shots, how to set up mood with lighting, and I make commercials, like freelance advertisements. And yeah, I'm looking to do more filmmaking.
Yeah, how did you get started in filmmaking?
I started just by loving TV shows, loving Netflix, and then interning at Comcast, where I would edit, then I worked my way to camera, and then now I direct.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I should mention that you are usually on the other side of the camera.
Yes.
When we're here doing one of these shows. Yeah. So how does it feel to be on this side?
It feels great. I've always wanted to be on this side.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, good. So you mentioned that you do commercials for local businesses. Is that what you do?
Yeah. I made a 60-second commercial for the BOCES Technical School, and that's on their website. And I'm making one soon for Ty Golden in Carmel, and that'll be in the Carmel movie theaters and on their website.
Okay, that's great. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
So let's talk about Instagram. You have a large following.
I do.
And you told me you've done a lot of you've taken a lot of classes in marketing.
Yeah, a lot of online classes, a lot of YouTube videos on just Instagram marketing particularly. That's actually, I'd say it's half as important as the actual pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of great pictures and then not so great accounts. And it's all down to marketing, hashtags, keeping up with Instagram and their algorithms.
So, how often do you post?
I post 7 days a week, which is a lot of content. But
That is a lot.
Yeah, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you actually post every day, or do you schedule it like on using Hootsuite or a different program?
I post it myself because I just don't really trust any of the programs. But through like my marketing and my algorithms, I found that 3:15 exactly is my prime posting time. So I post every day around 3:15.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? And your prime time would be, that's when most people are looking at your...
Yep, that's when all my biggest accounts are active and they see my stuff.
And do you know like what age group or what kind of demographic
I
you're
do.
in?
My biggest demographic is 18 to 24 in New York and Los Angeles.
Uh-huh. And how do you find that out? How do you...
If you convert your account to a business account on Instagram, it'll show you in like
Yeah.
certain graphs and bars, and it actually tells you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And what about Instagram for artists? I think that it's such a visual medium that is great for people who are producing art or photography. So
It's-
what would be your advice to somebody who has an Instagram account and it's hardly has anybody looking at it? What should that person do?
I would say definitely work with others, create maybe DM groups to help friends and family like all your pictures. Instagram hashtags work really well. So just posting the maximum, which is 30 hashtags, all photography, all accounts that like other things. And really it all integrates. And lots of YouTube videos are helpful. Even going to my account and looking through it, you can see some of my patterns, some of the things I do. Very clean bios. My bio is very clean. It's all very linear.
Mm-hmm.
And really just try to think of somebody viewing your account, what attracts their eye, what doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I liked about your account was your captions.
Yes, that's my favorite part of posting.
Yeah. I thought they were very, they didn't always necessarily relate directly to the photograph.
Yes.
They kind of alluded to different things. There's a little bit of mystery and philosophy in there.
Yeah, that's why I like the captions so much. Sometimes I'll even have a really good picture, and then I won't post it for maybe a month until I have the perfect caption for it.
Mm-hmm.
And because really it's an extension of the picture. I don't want it to really explain the picture, but add something onto it.
Yeah, it's nice to leave people wondering a little bit when you do photography,
It does, yeah, because
Yeah.
it keeps them coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So you said that now you're doing pictures in series.
Yes,
How
I
does
do.
that work?
It works well. I go on a shoot and I'll have a subject, so maybe a model at night, and I'll take different types of pictures of them, and then I'll put them all in a series of 3, so I'll post 3 after each other. And so it comes out to be kind of like a panorama of just this whole scene, and then those stack on top of each other.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You'd have to do it would you have to skip a day to do that?
No, I would do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so they just all look the same.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. So hashtags, you say you use a lot of hashtags.
Yes, Instagram allows 30 hashtags, so I'll just copy and paste 30 from what I've learned is best that week or that month.
Uh-huh.
And I'd say there's about 3 different types of hashtags. There's, for photography at least, there is one type called feature hashtags, which is big accounts like Moody Grams or Eye Catching. They'll look through those and they'll see if they really like your picture, they'll repost it. And these are accounts with like millions of followers.
Yeah.
And that's how you get large amounts of followers. So you have those. You have smaller hashtags, just like for photographers to see other photographers. And then you have like the everyday hashtags, like hashtag dog, hashtag love, which don't really get traction.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What does a popularity in Instagram bring to you?
What does it bring to you? Well, I mean, I think of Instagram as just an online resume that's always changing, always adapting, and always growing. So employers see it, just everyday people see it, companies see it. I've gotten a lot of work through Instagram.
Have you?
Yeah. So it's just a great way to put yourself out there.
Have you gotten, film work or photography work through Instagram?
Yes, I've done a couple
Both.
freelance music videos. That's my most common as far as film. And the photography, I do a lot of student work.
Uh-huh.
I've mentored a couple local students on photography, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go from here? It sounds like you have a lot
Yeah.
of options open to you, a lot of interests.
It does. From here, definitely filmmaking. The goal has always been filmmaking, and but definitely some photography with that. But yeah, the goal is to be a director or writer on a TV show.
Okay. On TV?
Yeah,
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah. Yeah. And you had said you're interested in attending FIT?
Yes, I would love to attend FIT. That is my #1 school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
And how are you a senior this year, or?
Yep, this year I'm a senior at Carmel High School.
Yeah. Yeah. And do schools now check things like your Instagram account?
They
And I
do.
mean, since you're choosing an artistic endeavor for
Mhm.
college.
Yeah, they definitely do. They check, really all schools, employers check all social media. So if you have a great one, that's definitely want to put out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when you go to film a commercial, are people surprised when they see you?
Yes, they're always surprised to see me. Yeah.
Yeah. But what about your technique or your style do you think is so engaging that a lot of people are following you?
Definitely my age has something to do with it. To see me grow with my account, because I started when I was about 15, and now to be 17. And then my style is always changing and always adapting. But one constant's always been like relatability. So people can read a caption and relate it to a situation they've been in, or something that they like, and just something about the pictures really connects to people.
Yeah. What do you hope that people take away from it when they see your photography?
I hope that they feel like they know me, or they know the situation that I posted.
Yeah.
That's really it, just to hit them somewhere that they felt before emotionally.
Yeah. And the film that you made, what was it? A documentary type, or what kind of film did you make?
It was a short film, and the subject was somebody who works too much and can't balance love and work ethic.
Yeah.
So he has to choose one, and he chooses work. And that's about 8 minutes, and it just shows you the life of somebody who works too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to. Where can I see it?
It's in a link in my YouTube bio.
Uh-huh.
Right now, it's at about 314 views.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's definitely climbing up there.
That's great. And do you have another film in mind, something that you're planning right now?
I do. I can't talk about it too much, but it should be coming out next year.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be a great senior project for you.
it will be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if people want to see your work, they can see it on Instagram.
Yes.
Anyplace else?
As of now, just Instagram. I might start a Visco, maybe in the future, but Instagram's really where it's at for me.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Joe, our time is up.
Okay.
We've had our 15 minutes. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.